Hello friends, welcome back around the Cauldron. My name is Megan if you're new here. If you're not new here, hello, I know it's been a minute. If you subscribe to my newsletter or follow me on Blue Sky, you'll know that school is getting ready to start back up, and longer form content such as the podcast tends to take the back seat when I am right in the middle of doing school full time with everything else that I'm doing. Anyway, this is not an actual episode. This is an unfortunate announcement. So, with the recent news, recent being June of 2025, I just now learned about this a couple days ago. With the recent news that Spotify's CEO is funding AI-powered weaponry, I have decided to remove my podcast from Spotify. This is a personal decision and an ethical decision for me, and I don't feel like I can continue to host my content here on Spotify knowing that the CEO of Spotify has dumped almost $700 million, I think the number was. Let me see. Yes, nearly $700 million into the funding of a company that is creating or working on AI-powered weaponry, like military-style weapons, military-grade weapons. That's not something that I want to fund. It's not something that I want to be a part of. And I know that most large platforms are more bad than good when it comes to things like that. But you really have to pick your poison, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't want to be part of funding AI-powered killing machines. That's not what I'm about. I'll read you a little bit of the article that I found about this, just so you have some context. This article comes from the LA Times. It's titled, Spotify Boycott, Artists Leave, quote, Garbage Hole Platform After CEO Invests in AI Weapons. This was written on July 31st, 2025, so as of the time of recording this, about a week ago. It says, Greg Saunier already had reasons to be wary of Spotify. The founder of the acclaimed Bay Area band Deerhoof was well acquainted with the service's meager payouts to artists and songwriters, often estimated around $3 per 1,000 streams. He was unnerved by the service's splashy pivots into AI and podcasting, where right-wing conspiracy-peddling hosts like Joe Rogan got multi-million-dollar contracts while working musicians struggled. But Saunier hit his breaking point in June when Spotify's chief executive, Daniel Ek, announced that he'd led a funding round of nearly $700 million through his personal investment firm Prima Materia into the European defense firm Helsing. That company, which Ek now chairs, specializes in AI software integrated into fighter aircraft like its HX-2 AI strike drone. Helsing is uniquely positioned with its AI leadership to deliver these critical capabilities in all-domain defense innovation, Ek said in a statement about the funding round. Now I know I'm just one teeny tiny drop in a very large body of water when it comes to creators on Spotify. I am a small creator. I don't get hundreds of thousands of millions of views or listens or whatever. But my voice still matters, and where I choose to invest my time matters. It's like voting with your dollar. I am voting with the platform. I'm voting with the content I create, basically. So for now, I will be removing my podcast from Spotify in a couple of days, maybe a week. I'll give it a week to give people a chance to hear this announcement. But by Friday, August 15th, 2025, my podcast will no longer be available on Spotify. Everything is currently on YouTube. I know that's not the same, and the functionality is different on YouTube than it is on Spotify. I will try to find a workaround, a different platform, or some other way to host the podcast and the old episodes of the podcast, but that's going to take some time, especially considering I just had to rebuild my entire website from scratch and teach myself PHP and MySQL or MySQL or however you say it, so that I could do it myself and get away from WordPress. So this is the announcement, and it's an unfortunate one, but it's one that I needed to make, and this is the right move for me to feel better about where I spend my time and energy. So I wish you all well. Sign up for the newsletter. Follow me on Blue Sky if you want to stay connected and hear or learn about wherever I decide or find to put the podcast in the future. And I will talk to you soon somewhere else. Bye.